Welcome back to Take Action News, everybody. David Shuster here. The president, in his State of the Union, noted that 12 of the last 15 years have been the warmest in, at least since they've been keeping records about global temperatures and temperature averages. By all accounts, the trend line shows that the planet is getting warmer. It has a fever, as some people are warning right now. So the president has talked a little bit about climate change, starting with his inaugural address, and he talked about it again at the State of the Union. First, the president made note of the trend lines, and then he said this is really an issue of belief. Listen.
We can choose to believe that Superstorm Sandy and the most severe drought in decades and the worst wildfires some states have ever seen were all just a freak coincidence. Or we can choose to believe in the overwhelming judgment of science and act before it's too late.
The president demanded that Congress take action, that they take action to essentially reduce the amount of carbon in our atmosphere, to essentially start cleaning up the planet. But the president had a warning that if Congress did not act, if Congress could not get its act together and pass the necessary legislation, the president and his administration would try to do what they can through a more aggressive use of executive orders. Listen.
If Congress won't act soon to protect future generations, I will. I will direct my cabinet to come up with executive actions we can take now and in the future to reduce pollution, prepare our communities for the consequences of climate change, and speed the transition to more sustainable sources of energy.
And that was amazing, because you think about it, people in the right, conservatives, are already so concerned about what this president has been threatening to do by executive order. And here's the president saying, okay, Congress, you don't act, and we're going to take the actions that we think we can take, and you can fight it in the courts if you want. But there are all sorts of things the president could do when it comes to energy and environmental regulations by executive order. There are all sorts of things he can ask the Department of Energy, and he can task the Department of Interior, for example. They can make regulations extremely difficult, make it very difficult for people to get leases to drill for oil and all the sort of gas exploration that they're trying to do. So this was a shot across the bow from the president, maybe not so much to members of Congress, but certainly to the industries that so many of these members of Congress tend to represent. And there's nothing that I can tell you, there's nothing that these oil and gas companies hate more than the possibility that the president might, through executive order, have the government agencies start essentially ratcheting up the pain, making things even tighter when it comes to many of these various issues that the oil and gas companies are involved in.